Hare Krishna, accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Can you hear me, Prabhu?
Yes, I can hear you.
Dhanavad Pranam, all Shri Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So, as we have already told everybody, so they ask questions privately to me. So that questions will be posted. So whoever does not submit the questions, you can still ask. But from next week onwards, you please submit the questions to me in advance, so that actually we can choose the questions and ask Sundar Gopal Prabhu. So the first question is from Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Prabhu, you want to ask or PC Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Dhanavad Pranam, glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. My question is, so this Gita Upanishad, which we say, right, Prabhu, is this Gita Upanishad part of the 108 Upanishads, or is it different from it? Because in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is one particular purport where all the 108 Upanishads are listed. But I can't see here. That is Krishna Prabhu. And the second is that 108 Upanishads that's listed in Chaitanya Charitamrita. There is an Upanishad called Kali Upanishad. Is it the same as the Kali Sanatana Upanishad, or the Kali Sanatana figuring in that 108 Upanishads is the next question related to that?
Yeah, I think it's something to do, maybe it is that,
Okay,
Because
okay.
some
Because I
of
think the number is the same. Yeah.
Yeah, 108 Upanishads are there.
Right.
I think you saw that chapter, no? I think it is.
Yeah, yes, bro. I can.
RD 7 something.
Correct. You're right, bro. It's in where I picked up from. It is in 7108. Adi 7108. But not sure where this Gita Upanishad comes from.
So we'll show everybody all the Upanishads. So here the names of all the Upanishads are here. Just like, we have Uddhava Gita. You understand? So
Right.
there's the Uddhava Gita or Gopi Gita,
Right.
So the Bhagavad Gita is called Gita Upanishad, The word Upanishad also means that they bring you closer to the Guru, and Krishna. Upanishad, to become closer, So all these Upanishads are headlines of the Vedas, So Gita Upanishad is not here, but it is actually meaning that it is important book. Krishna, where he spoke the Mahabharata, from the Mahabharata, this part, just like in the Srimad Bhagavatam, you got the Uddhava part is called Gita Upanishad, Uddhava Gita, you understand? And then you have the Gopi, just few verses on it, it's called the Gopi Gita,
Right.
So similarly, Bhagavad Gita is called the Gita Upanishad from the whole Mahabharata.
Okay.
It is not listed here, but it is an important thing because Krishna says, whatever Krishna speaks is, authorized Shastra. Directly speaking, correct?
Right.
So as these Upanishads are sometimes very indirect,
Right.
For example, you take the Ishopanishad, it doesn't say directly, Tell me in the verses directly where it says surrender to Krishna. Is it there in the Ishopanishad? No?
Yeah. Yeah, correct. No.
Like that, all the Upanishad, they don't speak directly, That's why the Mayavad like the Upanishad, because they are something they can interpret, But if you speak directly, then they cannot say anything, you know. That's the Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why Shankaracharya, he never commented on the Bhagavatam.
Right.
Because he's speaking about directly surrendering to Krishna.
Hmm.
You follow?
Got it, Prabhu.
So here the Kali Santan, I think it could be, I don't know.
103 is there, Prabhu. If you go to 103, it doesn't say, it just says Kali Upanishad.
I think maybe we have to accept it like that, no?
Yeah.
Kali Upanishad, maybe Kali Santarana Upanishad.
Yeah.
You have to check the book and see the verses are the same, then it must be that. I don't know where all these Upanishads. India has got so much wealth, of knowledge.
Yeah.
But the Indians are squandering it, Sad, no?
Sad. Yeah.
Nobody in the world have got this. Nobody. Only India.
Hmm.
Correct? Now everybody is confused, but the answers are there.
Hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
Everybody is fighting for oxygen. If they can chant Hare Krishna, oxygen will come automatically. Yes? Is it not?
Correct.
That's why Indians, I'm telling you, they're making a big blunder. They're not learning these books, Maybe one of you can do one job, try to find out if we can get all these Upanishads.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Because Upanishads are technically the summary of the Vedas, right, Prabhu?
Called headlines.
Hmm.
Like Vedanta Sutra,
Hmm.
It also is like short words, to explain like the Vedanta Sutra has this verse, Ataha Brahma Jijñāsā. Now you have got the body, you have to inquire about Brahman.
Hmm.
You follow?
Right.
So how to inquire, then that starts Janmadi Yashya Yataha Anvaya Aditiratas, That explains it in the Bhagavatam. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he never wrote a Bhashya. He said the Bhagavatam is the natural commentary. There's no need any other commentaries.
Right.
So we should understand like this. Yes.
Okay, Prabhu. So when we say Gita Upanishad is part of Mahabharata, right, Prabhu?
Yes. Yes.
That's how we should. Okay.
It is the song of the Lord,
Hmm.
And this is directly given by Krishna. That's why it's called Gita Upanishad.
Okay, Prabhu.
Bhagavad Gita is very basic, no? Correct? And inside the
Right.
Bhagavad Gita, although Krishna spoke basically, but it covers the whole Bhagavatam also,
Hmm.
If you know, you can pick out all the verses here and there to explain.
Hmm.
I think you must have seen me do that, no? Many times, no?
Right.
So Krishna is saying here like this, and he's elaborating so many places everywhere,
Right.
So that's how study is, you study, then you will know. Very important book.
Right.
So please read the book. Very important for preaching actually.
Hmm.
We have shortage of this book in the PDF format,
Right.
Now not even in Indian language is a problem, no?
Hmm.
Everything, there are so many computer engineers going everywhere all over the world, but not one can write a software about the languages, huh?
Hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
Hmm? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because most important of this, all these Upanishad is the eight, the first eight, they're the most important. Ishopanishad, Kenopanishad, Kathopanishad, Prasnopanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Mukunda Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad, and Aitareya Upanishad. These are the eight very important. No, I think it is given up there on the top here. These are the eight very important. Following 11 Upanishad considered with
Considered
the
to be
topmost.
topmost. Yeah.
Sorry, 11, not 8, 11. Isho Upanishad, Kena Upanishad, Katha Upanishad, Prasna Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, Aitreya, Chandogya, Bradharanyaka, and Seswatara. Sweta Swatara. Sweta Swatara. Sweta means sweat, huh?
Right.
Sweta means sweat. So
Sveta means
some.
white, no, Prabhu? Is it white? Sveta Varaha. Like that.
Yeah, is that also there? But Sweta also means sweat, no?
Hmm.
So anyway, coming from the
But
Lord,
why
all
are
this
these 11 Upanishads important, Prabhu? Why are they considered topmost?
that I don't know. I have to ask.
Okay.
I don't have the answer for that one. It is listed. That's all here. Prabhupada said I have to show you. Why? I cannot say.
Okay.
It must be noted in the circle that these are the most important. Maybe because in the others, they sometimes the shastra they repeat, many times.
Got it.
So the repeating is always, sometimes it's done so much that practically they have listed this 8 as more important, sorry, this 11 as more important.
Hmm.
I think that's the reason,
Okay.
Mhm. Just like the Puranas also, no?
Yeah.
There are 18 Puranas, right?
Correct.
Among the 18 Puranas, I think a few are the most important, no?
Sattvic. Yeah. Mahapuranas.
Yeah, the 8, sorry, 6, I think are more
Yeah.
important. So like that, I guess they have their specification.
Hmm.
I know Prabhupada quotes many places the Sweta Swatara,
Yeah. Correct.
Ishopanishad, Katha Upanishad, always,
Right.
Taittiriya also.
Right.
So they are
Chandogya.
quite, yeah, all very relevant. So we follow the acharyas,
Hmm.
just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he found the Brahma Samhita, but he didn't find the 100 chapters. He only gave us 5 chapters, only 5th chapter, correct?
Hmm.
Why? He could have given us the whole book one, right?
The relevant ones.
Yes, what is relevant for this yuga, that time. So that's how it is given. Ramayana has got 1 billion verses,
Hmm.
but we are given only a small portion.
Right.
So because we cannot comprehend, or rather we may get confused, there's another problem.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
So therefore we learn from what the acharyas are given,
Hmm.
Especially you read and you don't know, then you get confused.
Right.
Why is it said like this? Why is it said like that? Then a big problem, no?
Okay.
All right. So I think question 2: are the three stages of chanting related to the three classes of devotee? If yes, then how? Bhakta, Satyajit. Who is this Satyajit?
You are there, Sati, you are there, Satyajit, you are there? He's a college student.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila
Oh,
Prabhupada.
oh. All right. Are the three stages of related to the three classes of devotee? If yes, then how? Okay. Chanting Hare Krishna has got three stages. First is the Nama Aparad stage. Then you have the Nama Abhash state, the neutral stage, and then you have the Krishna Prem, Suddhanam stage. Right? Of course, the neophyte is always chanting in the Nama Aparad stage. Hmm? And the Madhyama, yes, I guess you can say he's chanting in the Nama Abhash state. And of course, Uttamadhikari will be chanting in the Suddhanam stage. Can't say yes, but not necessarily all Madhyama will be in the Nama Abhash. Some Madhyamas, the pure devotee, they come down to the second class level for preaching purpose. But they are all pure devotees chanting, purely Krishna, Prem. Yes. So, but the offensive stage, yeah, that is the neophyte level. Neophyte level.
So Prabhu, it's not necessary that Madhyamadhikari would also chant in Namabhas.
No, because the pure devotee come down to second stage to preach, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. Huh? So you can't say all Madhyamas are all Nama Abbas. Can say? Cannot. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So it depends. But the neophyte definitely he is in the Nama Aparad stage. There's no doubt about that. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So if you want to know more about this three stages of chanting, I would rather use the 8 prayers of the Lord, Shishastika prayer, In the
Yes, Prabhu.
Shishastika prayer, the first 2 verses, until Tanadapi Sunichena, it's all in the Nama Aparad stage, of chanting. And then the Nama Abbas, the neutral stage starts from Nadanam, Najanam, Na Sundarim, Kavitam. I don't want anything. That's the neutral stage. And then I want to be a servant. I want to be a das at your lotus feet. That's also Nama Abbas stage. And then when will tears come? That's also Nama Abbas stage. But when tears are flowing from our eyes, like torrent, that is the pure stage of chanting. Even you embrace me or kick me, that's pure stage of chanting. So they see the breakdown. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given these 8 these 8 prayers, it signifies the stages of chanting. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
All those people behind you, Prahlad, they all understand English or you translating?
Oh, they don't understand, bro. Some understand. But how to translate?
Ishwar, they understand. It looks like some of them
Some
are.
understand, like not all, but seeing is enough. Let us have a separate Tamil session for that. Difficult
Oh.
explaining.
So you understand now? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So anyway, concentrate on chanting. Worry about the stages later.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you for your answer.
So next question is by Bhakta Raju. There is a question. Post it here.
What is Bhakta Raju saying?
So third question. Cause of fault-finding tendency and how to overcome them.
Cause of fault-finding tendency and how to overcome that. Who is this Bhakta Raju?
He is also one student.
Hello.
Anna?
Hello.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Danvat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
All glories to Prabhupada.
Yeah, you can ask me a question now, Prabhu.
Yes, this is the question.
So please mute your mic, so Prabhu can answer now. Some noise from you.
So here, the question is how to avoid fault finding, is it?
What is the cause
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
Cause of fault finding?
So this fault finding habit is coming from the neophyte level, So one who is in a neophyte level, Kanistha Adhikari, you want to read that? Kanistha Madhvacharya says, can you read?
Yes, sir. Srila Madhavacharya states, Acharyam eva samasthitam Vishnum natva tad anyatra naiva danati yaha puman. Or Kanishta Adhikari has no idea that the Supreme Lord has the power to exist outside a church or temple. Furthermore, being puffed up by his own ceremonial worship, Atmano Bhakti Darpataha, a Kanishta Adhikari does not imagine that anyone is more pious or religious than he. And he is not even aware that other devotees are more advanced. Thus, he cannot understand the Madhyama or Uttama standard of devotional service. And sometimes, because of his false pride, he criticizes the more advanced devotees of the Lord, neglects them, or simply has no understanding of their exalted position as preachers or completely self-realized souls. Another symptom of the Kanishta Adhikari is that he is infatuated by the material qualifications of so-called great materialistic persons. Having a bodily concept of life himself, he is attracted by material opulence and thus minimizes the position of the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Such a Kanishta Adhikari therefore is disturbed if a second-class devotee criticizes the non-devotees of the Lord. In the name of compassion or kindness, a Kanishta Adhikari approves of the non-devotional activities of such materialistic men. Because the Kanishta Adhikari is ignorant of the higher realms of devotional service and the unlimited transcendental bliss of Krishna consciousness, he sees devotional service merely as the religious aspect of life, but thinks that life has many enjoyable and worthwhile non-devotional aspects. Therefore, he becomes angry when second-class devotees who are experiencing that Krishna is everything criticize the non-devotees. Madhavacharya says that a person, because of his rudimentary faith in Krishna, is considered a devotee, but he is bhaktad, bhaktadma, a devotee on the lowest standard. If such materialistic devotees follow the rules and regulations of deity worship, they will gradually be elevated to a higher standard and eventually become pure devotees of the Lord, unless they commit offenses against other devotees, in which case their advancement will be checked.
So you can see this whole point explained by Madhvacharya. Hmm?
Yes.
I think this explains the question, right?
Yes. Yes.
So how to avoid it?
Yes.
Only way to avoid is to take association of senior devotees, surrender, Shiksha gurus.
Understood. Understood.
Without Shiksha guru guidance, then you will always
Commit some
have this,
offense.
this disturbance.
Okay.
Hmm?
Okay.
That's why you have to go and associate with devotees in the temple. Huh?
Understood.
You just stay on your own and try. It will be difficult.
Understood.
Association of devotees is very important. It says here by association of devotees, then you will give up all this. You want to read this?
Yes. Uh, One should learn how to associate with devotees of the Lord by gathering with them to chant the glories of the Lord. This process is more purifying. As devotees thus develop their loving friendship, they feel mutual happiness and satisfaction. And by thus encouraging one another, they are able to give up material sense gratification, which is the cause of all suffering. Okay.
So they should learn how to associate with devotees.
Yes.
Encouraging each other. Then they'll be able to give up this fault finding consciousness.
Understood.
Hmm?
Understood.
This fault finding thing is a quality that comes from the mode of passion. You
Oh,
understand? Because if you are not practicing spiritual life very strictly, then you will get into this kind of consciousness. So you see, material desire, this, yeah, see this?
okay. Material desire, great endeavor, audacity, dissatisfaction even in gain, false pride, praying for material advancement, considering oneself different and better than others, sense gratification, rash eagerness to fight, a fondness for hearing oneself praised, the tendency to ridicule others, advertising one's own powers and justifying one's actions by one's strength are qualities of the mode of passion.
So when a devotee is fault finding means he is in practicing devotional service in the mode of passion.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes, understood.
That means he is not doing his morning program very seriously. He is eating contaminated food. Hmm? All this results in this.
Okay.
You follow?
Understood. Understood. Devotionals.
Raj,
Uh,
your mic, lot of noise from your side. Maybe somebody can read. Yeah. Can mute your voice from your side. Yeah. Devotional service executed by a person who is envious, proud, violent, and angry, and who is a separatist is considered to be in the mode of darkness. It has already,
Want to read the purport?
it has already been stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, that the highest, most glorious religion is the attainment of causeless, unmotivated devotional service. In pure devotional service, the only motive should be to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is not actually a motive. This is the pure condition of the living entity. In the conditional stage, when one engages in devotional service, you should follow the instruction of the bona fide spiritual master in full surrender. The spiritual master is the manifest representation of Supreme Lord because he receives and presents the instructions of the Lord as they are by disciplic succession. It is described in Bhagavad Gita that the teachings herein should be received by the disciplic succession, otherwise there is adulteration. To act under the direction of the bona fide spiritual master with the motive to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead is pure devotional service. But if one has the motive for personal sense gratification, his devotional service is manifested differently. Such a man may be violent, proud, envious, and angry, and his interests are separate from the Lord's. One who approaches the Supreme Lord to render devotional service, but who is proud of his personality, envious of others, or vengeful, is in the mode of anger. He thinks that he is the best devotee. Devotional service executed in this way is not pure. It is mixed and is of the lowest grade, tamasaha. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur advises that a Vaishnava who is not of good character should be avoided. A Vaishnava is one who has taken the Supreme Personality Godhead as the ultimate goal of life. But if one is not pure and still has motives, then he is not a Vaishnava of the first order of good character. One may offer his respects to such a Vaishnava because he has accepted the Supreme Lord as ultimate goal of life, but one should not keep company with the Vaishnava who is in the mode of ignorance.
So you see how this is the position of a neophyte, no?
Yes.
You follow?
Yes, I follow.
So if you are doing devotional service, but at the same time getting all these symptoms, that means your service is in the mode of ignorance, no? Devotional service in the mode of ignorance. I think it's mainly because of eating contaminated food, and having not very good association with associating with people who are not devotees, huh? This is
Yes.
devotional service in the mode of passion. Someone want to read?
The worship of deities in the temple by separatists with a motive for material enjoyment, fame, and opulence is devotion in the mode of passion. The word separatist must be understood carefully. The Sanskrit words in this connection are bhinnadrak and prathag bhavaha. A separatist is one who sees his interests as separate from that of the Supreme Lord. Mixed devotees or devotees in the modes of passion and ignorance think that the interest of the Supreme Lord is supplying the orders of the devotee. The interest of such devotee is to draw from the Lord as much as possible for their sense gratification. This is the separatist mentality. Actually, pure devotion is explained in the previous chapter. The mind of the Supreme Lord and the mind of the devotee should be dovetailed. A devotee should not wish anything but to execute the desire of the Supreme. That is oneness. When the devotee has an interest or will different from the interest of the Supreme Lord, his mentality is that of a separatist. When the so-called devotee desires material enjoyment without reference to the interest of the Supreme Lord, or he wants to become famous or opulent by utilizing the mercy or grace of the Supreme Lord, he is in the mode of passion. Mayavadis, however, interpret this word separatist in a different way. They say that while worshipping the Lord, one should think himself one with the Supreme Lord. This is another adulterated form of devotion within the modes of material nature. The conception that the living entity is one with the Supreme is in the mode of ignorance. Oneness is actually based on oneness of interest. Pure devotee has no interest but to act on behalf of the Supreme Lord. When one has even a tinge of personal interest, his devotion is mixed with the three modes of material nature.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the rectification for this problem is to associate with advanced devotees. Otherwise, if you stay on with your mind, then the mind will always advise you to find fault, Correct? Hello? What happened?
Hello. I think I had just by mistake muted. Understood.
Understood.
Yes.
Very good. So, any other questions?
Yes, I'm just posting. Rajmu, you can mute your mic. Some noise from your side. There is a question from Bhakta Ayyappa.
Ayyappa Swami, yeah?
Yes, sir.
What is Swamiji saying now?
So his question is, only the people of Kali Yuga are materialistic. How about the people of other ages? Are they also materialistic, or will there be spiritual? So that's the question.
Why you want to know this? Huh? Anyway, to answer this question, only in Kali Yuga people are contaminated most. In the other yugas, they are not so much contaminated. Kali enters, I think this is in the verse, what is that now? 1, huh? In Kali Yuga, in Satya Yuga, vice, there is no vice, not contamination. In the Treta Yuga, 1/4 vice. In Dwapara Yuga, it comes half. In Kali Yuga, almost 3/4 already. Yes? The Parikshit Maharaj, the 4 principles. What is that? No meditating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication.
Yes, sir. So it is
1:7 or what?
1:17:38, bro.
1:13, huh?
1:17:38. 1:17:38, bro.
All right. So 1:17:38. So you can see here once all the Adamas, I think it's not here. It's not here, Kali Yuga.
same chapter, but different verse.
Find that verse. Give me a minute, I'll just find this verse about Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Kali Yuga. Anyone can help me, that'd be nice.
I'm searching, bro.
24, Prabhu, 1:17:24.
1:17:24, huh? All right, very good. Satya Yoga, okay. It speaks only about Satya Yoga, no?
It should be, I think, it should be the beginning of the 17th chapter. It shows about the discussion about the four legs of the bull, when the discussion between the bull and the cow. So should be asking why your leg like that. Then I think the Prabhupada explains that.
Okay, it is here in 1725. You can see here this question. So you can see in Kali Yuga, in Satya Yuga, there is no voice. Can see here the Satya Yuga age. The peace of mind was complete in Satya age because of the existence of the birth, mentioned attribute of the human being. Gradually, these attributes have diminished in Treta Yuga to 3/4, in Dwapara to half, and in the age of Kali to 1/4, which is also gradually diminishing on account of prevailing untruthfulness. So that,
Yes.
so in Satya Yuga, practically there's no vice. Everybody is very God conscious. But in Kali Yuga, everybody is completely degraded, and day by day it's going worse. Yes, but one thing very important you can see here. In this verse, for one who has Lord Govinda in the heart, Satya Yuga become manifest in the midst of Kali. And conversely, even Satya Yuga become Kali Yuga for one who does not have the infallible Lord in his heart. You understand? Huh?
Yepa you
Arivo,
are there? Yepa Prabhu, you are there?
he disappeared. Hello.
Anyway, others we can hear Prabhu. Just-
So you see how important it is, huh?
Yes,
Yes?
yes. Prabhu.
So the chanting is the most important thing. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Ayappa, any more questions?
Ayyappa, no question, Prabhu. There is one question from Raj Panchal, Prabhu. It is I'll paste it here. So it is actually from a conversation with Srila Prabhupada. Okay, I'm pasting the conversation here. So he's saying that ISKCON people, they use this conversation that we cannot find the fault of spiritual master. We should leave it to Prabhupada. So we cannot find fault of the Guru. So they use this. So he's asking how to answer them.
One of your Brahmana initiated pearl falls from his presence, leaves the temple and commit a crime. Then he returns demanding that
Should I read?
should be allowed to keep the sacred thread, or should he be engaged in menial service? Never fails to cultivate humility. Well, that is to be judged by the spiritual master. You cannot judge. Yes. Well, I'm asking this because you cannot judge who is following, who is not following. That's not your jurisdiction. Therefore, you accept it spiritual master, he will do whatever necessary. Has there been a case? So that case you cannot judge. The case has to be judged by the spiritual master. Could you give me an example of a case, just like somebody has done something? So what they're using this to what? Justify their nonsense.
They are using them to brainwash, like yeah, taking them away from Prabhupada and making them accepting some false guru.
Okay, let's say Prabhupada will judge, correct? Yes.
Okay, okay. Yes, yes,
Let's take the argument that Prabhupada will judge, correct?
yes, yes.
So you can read this.
The order of the spiritual master is the active principle in spiritual life. Anyone who disobeys the order of the spiritual master immediately becomes useless.
Purport.
This is the opinion of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Persons who strictly follow the orders of the spiritual master are useful in executing the will of the Supreme, whereas the persons who deviate from the strict order of the spiritual master are useless.
So is Prabhupada not judging here?
Yes, Prabhupada can judge, yes.
So you say no, let Prabhupada judge. So yeah, so please tell me. You can disobey him
Okay.
and Prabhupada will have to what? Sit quietly and you do all nonsense, is it? Does it make sense?
No.
Correct?
Yes.
Prabhupada has to judge. He said to me, this is nonsense. You cannot do. Correct?
Yes.
So you should tell them, what about this? Or where they are disobeying. They told him not to be a guru. So you are becoming a guru.
Mm.
And not only that, you're doing so many other crazy things they don't do. Then what? You are useful. Hmm?
No, they are not.
Hmm. When they
So
disobey
we
the
just tell them
order,
that
if they
Prabhupada has
disobey,
judged.
yes, Prabhupada never made you guru. Show me how he has made you guru. Correct?
Yes.
Give me one letter that so and so is appointed as the guru. Show me,
That they cannot show.
man. That means you're disobeying, correct?
Yes.
So, Prabhupada's words here. Anyone who disobey, whereas person who deviate from the strict order of the spiritual masters are useless. What about that? Hmm?
Okay, so we just show them this.
Yes, you show them this.
Okay.
We cannot judge. What is it we cannot judge? The guy can do all nonsense and we keep quiet, is it? Huh?
No.
Where is this in the Shastra? Just one letter or the spiritual master has said. Spiritual master is saying you have to read so many things. Yes?
Yes.
This is the case of a person who has fallen down and is coming back. That is the case, correct? These
Yes,
guys
yes.
are sitting inside and falling down. What about that? Huh?
Yes.
One time, this GBC of New York, huh? His wife was Japanese and she was keeping meat in the fridge.
Oh.
Prabhupada asked, why are you not stopping her? No, we don't know what to do. Prabhupada said, you should stop this nonsense. Huh? Yes?
Okay. Yes.
What about this? Some guy do nonsense and we have to wait Prabhupada to come and judge him. And then because Prabhupada, then they say Prabhupada is no more here. So what? How to judge then? No
We
more
just show the
judgment.
letter.
What?
We just show the letter.
What is that?
We just show the July
Correct?
97 letter. Yes.
First of all, can Guru fall down or not? Can Guru fall down?
No.
Yes?
Understood.
So you show them all these verses. Have you got the IS 77 book?
Yes. Yes. Position paper. Yes.
There, all the answers are there.
Okay.
Anyway, these guys, even you bring Prabhupada here and Prabhupada tell them also, still they will not listen. You understand, not? Even Prabhupada
Understand.
were to come and tell them also, still they say, no, no, you're not my guru, I don't need to listen to you. They'll say like that.
Oh,
You follow?
I follow.
These guys are nonsense, Prabhu. They will say anything because they want to do nonsense. Yes?
Yes.
If you follow a cheater, you're only going to get cheated. Correct?
Yes.
And look what have they done to the movement. Now there's a big fight between the Indian devotees and the Western devotees because of the female guru issue. Did Prabhupada say you can make woman gurus?
No.
He didn't even make one temple president woman. Don't say guru. He didn't even make one woman as a temple president. Yes?
Yes. We never see such a mention. Yes.
Yes. So you are doing something against what he asked you to do. So what we should do? Keep quiet. Huh? Go and take
No.
initiation. You have not taken. Why don't you go and take initiation from this woman guru?
That would be a disaster.
That much you are intelligent. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So the guy who's telling you Prabhupada will judge, ask him to go and take re-initiation from the woman guru. Huh? Tell him to do it. Huh? Will he do?
Yes. We will just show them the letter and we will tell them this.
Yeah, you thought, you show.
Okay.
All right. Any other
Understood.
questions? Any other questions?
Prabhu, does this verse give license to find everybody's fault? Or? What if someone use this to find fault of everybody? Just go on. We'll also go for fault findings. That is what we need.
Fault finding is different from trying to help someone to go forward. You understand? If someone points out, Prabhu, this, but if he's always picking on the person, then that's fault finding. You understand? But if somebody has made some mistake, genuine, and is telling, please don't do like this, do like this, that's not fault finding. Yes? Then it's the duty of the leaders to correct people, otherwise how they get everybody get to improve.
Yes,
Yes,
I mean, there is also etiquettes, like last time. I mean, when I was with you, we have learned that if any seniors does some mistakes, we have to go to their seniors to teach them. So the kind of etiquette is also there, no problem. I mean, if someone, new people use this verse to start criticizing anybody and everybody, that is also, I mean, we have to draw the line how to do this also.
That's why Prabhupada said the guest, he has no right. He's talking to some guest,
Yes.
not even to a devotee. The guest cannot criticize the devotee. That's clear. You understand? Because what's he doing? What's his position? Huh? That's why Prabhupada told him, no, that's not your business. That the spiritual master will judge. But if some guy on the road come and just say so many things, we should accept it. Correct? Will you accept?
No.
Huh?
No.
You will not accept. But if somebody inside the devotee circle is saying, Prabhu, don't do like this, then that's another thing. Correct?
Yes.
Especially someone with authority. Yes? Yes or not? So that has to be carefully weighed in, no? So a person who is managing, he definitely have to make so many challenging questions and decisions, correct?
Correct.
Otherwise, how to lead the team? If everybody do what they want, you think you can get the job done?
No.
Tell me. There will be chaos. Is it not?
Yes.
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 Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
They are very clever in picking out all this kind of stuff. And the real thing they don't want to do. Huh? Yes? Yes or not?
Yes.
The July 9 letter says it to everybody what Prabhupada wanted, correct?
Yes.
They don't want to follow that one. They're going and finding, I don't know what is the date of this letter.
This is just a minute. This is actually April 24, 1976.
1978.
6 no, 6, not
Oh,
8.
1976. But the July 9 letter says what? July 9, 1977, correct?
Yes, bro.
That one you don't want to follow. Huh? Yes? So what you want to do, you do. What you want to take, you take, correct? Yes? Yes or not? Correct?
Correct. They do like that.
Yeah, this is cheating.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have a question regarding a guru falling down. They say that if one guru is falling down, then no issue, you can choose another guru. And also they give some quotations of previous acharyas like Bhaktivinoda Thakur and the Goswamis that in such and such cases you can reject a spiritual master and accept the another spiritual master. If someone is falling down a bogus spiritual master, then you can choose another one, like that they say. So what?
So you go and choose one and fall down and choose another one.
Yes, like that this is. So what?
So you can go and follow them. You want to follow them?
No, Prabhuji, but what to tell them, like it's not right now.
Firstly, Guru cannot fall down.
Yes.
Correct?
Then why the Goswamis had said that if a guru is falling down, then you can choose another guru. If
Which
your
Goswami
guru
said that?
Prabhuji, there are many quotations. I have read the many verses are there. If
Jiva
someone
Goswami.
is
Jiva
yes, Jiva Goswami, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and all.
Goswami.
Prabhu, it's talking about genuine guru.
Genuine Guru falling down.
No, Prabhu, to accept
Not
a genuine guru, not a bogus guru.
So anyway,
is
to
falling
solve all this problem, why don't we choose a guru who will never fall down? Does it make any sense? Why you want to choose a guru who will fall down?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Why can't we choose a guru who have never fallen down? Huh?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Yes.
And Prabhupada have said you can come to me. Then what's the problem of going to shop around?
Yes, Prabhuji, correct.
Huh? If Prabhupada didn't say, yeah, then I'll accept your nonsense. But Prabhupada say you come to me, finish, then why you have to go and do all this kind of shopping program?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh?
That they don't understand. Yes, Prabhuji,
Then-
correct.
Then if you want to shop around, that's your business. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes or not?
Exchange offer.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh? So let them go and shop around and wait for him to fall down and then go and shop around. Another guy fall down again until he dies. He keep shopping around.
Yes, Prabhuji.
But they are crazy. The guru fall down, they say now you go to Prabhupada. Why you say like that? Huh? When the guru fall down, so now you please take shelter of Prabhupada. Why like that? Why? Is this is correct?
No, Prabhuji, complete speculation.
Therefore, you go to them, you're going to be complete disaster. You don't know what to do, what not to do, and simply you will be messed up. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You cannot have two Diksha Gurus. It says also there. You cannot have one? Huh? You cannot have. You see, very clearly it says. What about this statement then? You're quoting Rupa Goswami, you're quoting so many guys. Huh? What about this one in Prabhupada books? Prabhupada asks us to read his books or to read Jiva Goswami book? Tell me. Huh?
Yes,
Whose
Prabhuji.
book he has to read?
Prabhupada's book.
He has. Huh?
Prabhupada's books.
How to come out of this one now? Yeah, how to go to this? Okay, got it. All right. Yeah, see, yeah. Can you read this one here?
A devotee must have only one initiating spiritual master because in the scriptures acceptance of more than one is always forbidden. There is no limit, however, to the number of instructing spiritual master one may accept. Generally, a spiritual master who constantly instructs a disciple in spiritual science becomes his initiating spiritual master later on. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, correct.
So yeah, it's very clear, right?
Prabhuji, can't we consider it like this? Like at the same time, we cannot have more than one spiritual master at one time.
You can have one
Like that.
initiating spiritual master and you can have unlimited instructing spiritual master. It
Okay.
says here,
Yes,
correct?
Prabhuji. Okay,
You cannot
Prabhuji.
have two initiating spiritual master. It is always forbidden. It says here. See here what Prabhupada
Prabhuji,
writes.
but two at the same time, Prabhuji. It is forbidden. Like that, they say.
Huh?
Like the devotees in ISKCON. Like we can have only one at a time. One initiating spiritual master at a time.
Oh, really? So all those guys who
Yes.
passed away, then the disciple must go and have another initiating spiritual master?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh?
It's contradiction. Yes, they contradicting themselves. Yes.
Nonsense. You have only one initiating spiritual master at all time in this life. You understand that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Not that when this guy fall down, then you must have one more. Is that? So if the guy dies, you must still have another guy?
No, Prabhuji.
Then what is this nonsense?
चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से. You can say that.
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji. Yes,
You have
correct.
only, it is said here very clearly, a devotee must have only one initiating. That means what? You take reinitiation. What? Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Is there such word called reinitiation in our scripture?
No,
Show
Prabhuji.
me. Show me. It says very clearly, a devotee must have only one initiating spiritual master because in the scriptures, acceptance of more than one is always forbidden. Prabhu is finished.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
What?
Yes, Prabhuji. Correct.
There's no interpretation to that. You have only one guru. Finished. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, correct.
Huh?
Yes.
At one time. Where it says at one time? Is it the one time? At any one time, is it? Does he say that? Prabhu?
No, Prabhu, speculation.
Ah, so why don't you question them on this nonsense?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Is it clear?
Hmm. Yes, Prabhu, got it. Thank you.
Just to justify their point, the rhetoric system is not in the past. They are manufacturing so many things which are not in the past. Precisely. Already is a mess. If you want to go to this mess institution, I'm not objecting. You can always have guru like fashion, Today this guru, tomorrow that guru, next day that guru. You can carry on like that, no problem. Yes. Do you want to join the fashion parade?
No, Prabhuji. No, never.
You follow? And now better still, they have given woman also. Man guru not so nice. A woman guru good, no? I can massage your leg, no? Oh, not only a leg, I don't know where else I can massage. Yes? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
It's a good idea?
Yes. No, Prabhuji. It's not.
Good idea.
Completely bogus
It
system. No,
massage.
Prabhuji. Completely
Yeah.
bogus system.
Yeah, please, why don't you ask them all this kind of questions? Why they only have to ask you questions? You should ask questions, correct?
They say I'm not in authority like that. They say I'm just now got into Krishna
Messed up,
consciousness.
they're completely rascals, that's all.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah?
Correct. Yes,
They're
Prabhuji.
bringing some letter in 1976. Now Prabhupada say 1977, you no need to follow. Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right? Don't talk about all this thing now. We are talking about 1977. Correct? Prabhupada
Yes,
say, what I tell you now, you do that. You don't tell
Yes.
me you said before like this, like that. Huh?
Yes,
Yes?
Prabhuji. Yes, correct.
Now you go to school, what the teachers say first term, you follow that, huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Or the teachers say now you do. Which one you do?
The last one.
So why didn't you tell the teacher, no, last time you say like that, no, I want to do that like that. Can you say like that?
No, Prabhuji.
No, you will get distinction if you do that, correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Stupid, they are really stupid, you understand?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So you should be sharp. Immediately if they bring this letter, say, what about this instruction? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Correct.
Correct? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Correct.
You should talk like that, Why you have to always be, listening to them and putting the tail behind your leg and coming, quiet. Why? You should fight. What authority you have got to say this nonsense? Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji. Correct.
Yes. Tell them in their face, this is bogus, this is nonsense, this is cheating. Huh? Yes?
Yes, okay, Prabhuji.
You talk somehow, you tell him you talk somehow, I will just beat you with my shoe. You tell him that. Say one more time you open your mouth, I'm going to beat you with my shoe. You should tell him like this. Yes?
Yes.
Haribol? What? You frightened, you get beaten now. What? How big a size you are? What? Hello? Understand?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Don't just come here to me every time, Prabhu, what should I say? What should I? You should scream at them. What? Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
What nonsense? You understand?
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay.
You do that, okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay.
Understood.
Any other questions?
Thank you,
One
Prabhuji.
more question from Dheeraj, no, Prabhu. I posted there. You can ask another question, Dheeraj.
What is the other question? Just to justify your point. What is that? This is there.
Some people say that Hare Krishna devotees are selective using scriptures. Some are curious to know that what is there in Vedas. So what to tell them? Again from Dheeraj.
Some of them are what?
I mean, see, I'll post again. Okay, this is the question.
Hare Krishna. Some people say that this Hare Krishna devotees are selective using scriptures. Some are curious to know that what is there in the Vedas. So what to tell them? What to tell them? You should tell them like this. You should tell them this verse. Sarvashachaham sanvisto matasmiti jnanam aponam cha vedescha sarve aham eva vidyo vedanta krit veda videva chaham. By all the Vedas I am to be known, indeed I am the compiler of the Vedanta and I am known of the Vedas. And if Krishna is speaking and we are showing you what Krishna is saying, then what is that selective? You mean to say what you are teaching now is not in the same as the Vedas? Krishna is saying, I am the knower of Vedas. I am giving you the Veda. I am talking now. Krishna is saying. So Krishna is saying something else in the Vedas, is it? What?
No problem, sir. No problem, sir.
Krishna is telling, you look what Krishna is telling Arjuna, the first thing is telling him. He's telling him here. Is he telling him to go above the Vedas? The Vedas deal mainly with subject of the three modes of material nature. O Arjuna, become transcendental to three modes. Be free from all dualities and free from all anxiety and be established. In other words, Krishna is asking to go beyond the Vedas. So our friend want to learn the Vedas. What? Bhagavad Gita basic you want to learn. You want to learn Vedas. What? And here Krishna is saying go beyond the Vedas. What about this statement? Selective. God is selective, is it?
Prabhuji, they think like that Vedas are the prominent scriptures, our Vedic scripture. Most prominent is Veda. Like Bhagavad Gita and all that is secondary.
Secondary.
Main thing
Okay.
is Veda. Main thing is they say like that.
They say like that because they don't know.
Yes, Prabhuji.
No problem.
Yes.
We are not objecting. You go read the Vedas and tell me why I should tell you. Yes or not? I am telling you what Krishna said, go beyond Vedas. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Correct.
And Krishna says, I am to be known through the Vedas. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Correct? So
Yes,
you
correct.
think you want to be too smart, then what should I do? So you go
Yes,
find out.
Prabhu.
There is no objection. You go and find out. Tell me tomorrow. I don't know tomorrow. You will never find the book anyway. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji. Correct.
So you should show him. What is Krishna is saying? You can go beyond Krishna?
No, Prabhu.
Hmm?
No, Prabhuji.
You should show him.
Yes, Prabhu. And Prabhuji, what about selective scriptures, like only Bhagavad Gita, only Bhagavatam, only Chaitanya
Let them
Charitamrita,
first start.
not the other?
Because, no, you let them start, the basics,
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah, you tell them, you show them. They don't know. They think, oh, Veda is the most important. All these other books are not important.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay.
Krishna is telling to Arjuna, I am giving you the topmost knowledge. Yes? Yes or not?
9.2. Yes, Prabhuji.
Krishna is saying, I'm giving you the topmost knowledge and you want to go beyond that. Then what to do with you? Huh? This knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of all secret, the purest knowledge. It gives you direct perception of self by realization. It is the perfection of living, everlasting, joyful form. Do you want something more? What to do with you? Huh? Tell me. Tell me what to do.
Yes, Prabhuji.
What, can anyone suggest what to do with such a person? Tell me.
We can show them these verses, 3 verses of Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, you have to educate them.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Unfortunate, you want to know Vedas. Let him go, read the Vedas and find out. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Speak the Vedas, want to read the whole Vedas.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Let him try. Vedic book is very confusing,
Actually, I tried, Prabhu, when I was doing my college before coming to Krishna consciousness. I was very curious to know about the Vedas. So I just went to the bookshop and I bought Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Sama, Atharvana Veda, a 40-page book each. So I tried to read it, and I was reading about the cows are sacrificed, and horse are sacrificed. After that, I thought, I should not read this. I just closed, because that time I don't know what is all this. I simply got confused, and after reading Prabhupada, I understood what is sacrifice. So that stage, I was really confused. Then I closed all the books. So
I also had a similar incident, Prabhu. When I was a small kid, my mother brought me a small book that Bhagavad Gita for children. So whatever I read, so I had no other book than that. So I have read it very dedicatedly, and that is some 30 to 40 pages only. So whatever I read there, it's not in Prabhupada's, the original Bhagavad Gita as it is. In that Bhagavad Gita, it said that we should obey the parents, we need to obey the teachers, because teachers are everything like that. Completely concoction thing.
The Vedas deal mainly in the 3 modes of Bhagavad nature. Go above the modes, Arjuna was told. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji. Correct.
So if a person wants to read something lower, then what to do? In fact, after writing the Vedas, the author, Vyasadeva, was confused. Vyasadeva himself was confused. He asked Narada, I am not feeling good, something is wrong. Yes?
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we want to now figure out, that means your brain is what, bigger than Vyasadeva? Huh?
Got it. Yes, Prabhuji.
This is the problem. You should try to explain to him. Understand?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, yes.
Any other questions?
So that's the questions for today, Prabhu. So if anybody want to ask any question, you can ask now, open. But this method is good. This is suggested by KC Prabhu. So there is a good flow, and also we filter the important questions. So otherwise, Prabhu time will not be wasted. So we suggest everyone to follow this only. Every week you send the question to me, and then I will post it here. So even all the senior devotees also, please send it to me. The senior devotees question won't be verified. We won't validate it because it will be good only. But just to have a flow. So we'll follow this. So we request everyone to send the question to me every week. So I will post it here. So now we leave it open. Anybody who want to ask any question, you can ask.
Whoever knows me as a supreme personality of Godhead without doubting is the know of everything. He therefore engaged himself in full devotional service to me, O son of Bharata. Yes? Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
This is the most confidential part of the, can you see this word here?
Of the Vedic scriptures. Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhu. 1520. Yes.
O sinless one, and is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise and his endeavors will know perfection. So what to say now?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm? So Vedas are dealing only in the three modes of mental nature. They cannot bring you to the transcendental level. Right? Anyway, you
Yes,
can ask him to go and buy and read the book. No, we have no objections.
yes, Prabhu.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Got it.
So any other things? Krishna said also that you cannot know me by the Vedas and this and all these things. Only by pure devotional service you can understand who I am. Yes? Yes or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Can you see all these verses here? Can you read?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Uddhava, by associating with my pure devotees, one can destroy one's attachment for all objects of material sense gratification. Such purifying association brings me under the control of my devotees. One may perform the Ashtanga Yoga system, engage in philosophical analysis of elements of material nature, practice non-violence and other ordinary principles of piety, chant the Vedas, perform the penances to take to the renounced order of life, execute sacrificial performances and dig wells, plant trees and perform other public welfare activities, give in charity, carry out severe vows, worship the demigods, chant confidential mantras, visit the holy places, or accept major and minor disciplinary injunctions. But even by performing such activities, one does not bring me under his control." Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes?
Got it. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Correct?
Yes, correct, Prabhuji.
So you cannot understand the Lord. Huh? See what does the Vedas do actually. This is what the Vedas does.
It is learned from Vedic literature that by performing great sacrifices, one may elevate himself to the heavenly planets. However, although life on the heavenly planet is hundreds and thousands of times more comfortable than the life on Earth, the heavenly planets are not pure, nirmalam, or free from taint of material existence. The heavenly planets are also temporary, and therefore they are not the goal of life. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, however, has never been seen or heard to possess inebriety. Consequently, for your own benefit and self-realization, you must worship the Lord with great devotion, as described in the revealed scriptures.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So please try to explain to this person, huh?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Thank you.
Hmm? All right. So I guess I have to thank all of you for giving me a chance to
Police, no?
serve.
Yeah. Igmar and proper.
Thank you for your kind association.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for your association, Prabhu.
All glories to
We,
Srila Prabhupada.
we have started speaking in different languages. Hmm? I think you are familiar now. We have classes in Hindi and we have classes in Telugu as well. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu.
So Tamil also we have already started Tamil. Hmm?
Started, Prabhu?
You got classes in Tamil, huh?
Yeah, my class is going on, but we will start yours, Prabhu, shortly. We'll plan and we'll start.
So we can start also in Canada or in someone is here in Canada.
Yes, Prabhu. Subramaniam Prabhu is there.
Subramaniam is Canada, is it?
No. Prem Chaitanya Prabhu also not. Somebody was there, not Canada.
So if they can start in Canada, that would be very nice, huh?
Sanatana Prabhu is also the Prabhu. Maybe we can speak about it.
So why don't we start a class in Kannada language? Telugu we have started. I think the response is overwhelming. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
What did you see? We can do that now.
Yes, Prabhu. We'll do. I'll check
Okay.
who is there. I'll check who is there for Kannada.
Yeah, check,
Malayalam also we can try with you.
Malayalam we can try also. I'm ready.
She can get the contact. I think she has contact with some RSS people, Anandri Mataji. She can get weekly once you can give a class, it will be nice. I'll talk to her.
But you must have the book, PDF format. If you don't have the book on the computer, it's difficult to do, no?
Yes, that is there. We have to
try to do it, huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
I think by doing these various languages, we can reach out more,
Maybe we can on the camera and have the Malayali Bhagavad Gita and the Malayali books also.
Difficult.
We can on the camera.
You cannot do like that. You must scan the book into PDF format. Yeah?
You
try. You try, huh?
Okay, bro. Thank you, bro.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dhanyavad,
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Always
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Prabhupada.